Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am shooting right back at you with another video today. Now of course we all know that sometimes we get annoyed in this game, right? I mean, we all have our differences and usually they are only short lasting and they never really get that much out of hand, right? Well, today is the day that I snapped. I am just done with it right now. Again and again I keep having these noobs finding out where I live and it is just driving me nuts. Now I have already tried training the noobs in order to make them respect me and know a thing or two about the game. Now that did not work at all, because that literally just blew up in my face. Then I have gone the complete other way around and I just started planting traps everywhere, which again just ended up blowing up in my face, taking my house with them. Then I give the training another shot, which did not work at all. And then after that everything got pretty calm again. But then people started stealing out of my chest and that is when I went into full defense mode again. And today we will do something really out of the ordinary. I mean, a lot of stupid stuff has happened throughout the last couple of weeks, but you know, I guess that this is just my life right now. Even though I must confess that the things that we have been doing the last week are pretty okay. I mean, there were no sightings of random people who tried to mess with me or anything like that, so that is something that I really do appreciate right now. Now that does not mean that everything is over and said and done and all of that, because it is not. I can feel that a war is coming. I am just not sure about the timing of said war. It might be coming soon, but it might not. Right now I cannot give a clear answer on that. But what is necessary for me and my morale right now is that we need to get this new tsunami bucket done. I mean, just look at how good we are doing with this new product right now. So just take a look. And by the way, I hope that you are paying close attention because I am not going to show you this again. But once we are done with this thing, I will have a new and cool little trick for myself to use. And of course you guys too. Now if I am not mistaken we should be beginning in a couple of seconds. And well, look at that, he is starting his little countdown. Alright people, are you all ready to see this showdown? You can see Sub-Zero versus Planet Earth, or at least the weather on Planet Earth in a big matchup. Who will win? Who will lose? We shall not know until one of us starts waving the white flag. But I actually forgot to pack my white flag on this trip, so I am hoping that we are winning for a change. And while this water level really goes out of the charts when a tsunami hits, I wonder how people deal with those in areas where they are pretty frequent. Or am I confusing tsunamis with earthquakes and hurricanes or tornadoes? Well, now I am actually making my head hurt for the trillionth time, so how about we stop this nonsense about the weather? This is a pretty safe distance. Oh no, never mind, everybody get your butts out of here. Oh my, I almost surfed that wall off of the map, but we are still alive. That is the good part, at least for now. But there is another storm and it is pretty close. Wait, what? There is a tsunami coming in from north. Where on this freaking small thing is north? Brace yourselves people. 2012 is coming for us. We are doomed. Oh wow, look at the power that all of that wind had. That was amazing to see from this close. Were you guys able to see it? Right? That was so sick, man. I cannot believe that I got to see it from like 10 feet from the actual tornado. Talking about having a lucky streak. I feel like a cat right now. I still have got all of my 9 lives, just like a good cat. Alright, so we just barely survived that storm, and now there are more winds coming. But we are safe here, at least I hope so. Because if this world collapses, well then we are all going to be goners. Which is not my intention, but we are going full out guns to the wall right now and we are diving into the actual tornado. I mean, I have not seen many people do this on the YouTube, so this might be a first. I actually feel like one of those storm chasers on the Discovery Channel. I mean, this is living life on the edge, men. The edge of the freaking tsunami right here, baby. It actually is really weird how the weather and the earth sometimes look like they are against us. It actually seems like they do not want us here. I mean, how many people died this year in Florida when Hurricane Matthew hit? I mean, something does not want us on this planet. It might be some weird type of aliens. Or maybe it is just the weather being a crazy son of Deuce. But however weird the weather may be, I guess that we will just have to adapt to it, because it is definitely not going to adapt to us. Especially with all the global warming and all of that good stuff. We are mostly ruining a big part of our planet. Alright, so the risk is come right now, but there is another storm heading our way. So my best bet is to hide somewhere inside. Oh no, it is already coming. Please, I am begging to everything that I will survive this. Please make it happen for me. Just for this one time. Alright, that did not work out the way that it was supposed to. But I guess that this does not matter, as long as the doc has his data. And yeah, I am doing this again for Doc Oswald. I am a fool, I know that. That just goes to show how bad people want to know every little thing that is going on. Some people are way too curious when it comes to things that they should not be knowing. Like for example the Kardashians. Why do people take an interest in those people, their lives? I do not get it. I mean, it is okay to take a personal interest in my life. I mean, look at me. It is I, Sub-Zero, destroyer of worlds. You do not see this face coming along every day. Or do you? Wait, yeah you do. But that is besides the point. Again, please focus people. Try to stick with me while I am risking my life for Dr. Oswald again. You know what? He has not said a word in like the forever. I believe that I started recording for this video and he just disappeared. I think he might be afraid of the camera. Or he is just not that keen with people at all. Or maybe he just fell asleep in his chair again and we are all basically risking our lives for nothing again. I think that the latter has a pretty high chance of being the right answer in this case. He must be the laziest scientist out there. I think the doc might have taken all those words that I said to heart. Well, I did not mean it that way, doctor. I was just saying that I am glad that you are not the medicine kind of doctor, because then I would probably be looking like Deadpool right now, and I would be a walking catastrophe as well mentally as physically. I mean, have you ever seen the Deadpool movie? Even though he is played by Ryan Reynolds, that guy looks like Hammered Poop Mason. So I guess that the mix between Ryan Reynolds and Roadkill is not that far off as that I would have thought previously. Well, at least that is a nice surprise. Well, I think that the first run was quite a successful one. You might disagree, but you know, it is all about the data that the doctor can pull from these tests. So in my eyes, no matter what happens to me, as long as the doctor gets his results, well, I am a happy camper. And as you can see with those two really huge tsunamis rolling onward, I think that it might be time to call it quits here. Or maybe not here. But I mean, this has gone way too far, my mans. This is not a good thing for anybody right now. So let's just go for some obby before we have to start the next wave of tests, just to get our mind off of things. Actually, something just came to my mind. It is almost summer, right? Or is it summer already where you live? Well, it does not matter that much. But you know what this means, right? That it is only 4 more weeks until summer break. Oh wow, wait, what is happening? I think that I might have jumped just a little too high right now. And we are back down again. Alright, so what do you guys think of that? I am just talking about not doing any stressful or taxing things, and here I am struggling because I jumped like 200 feet into the air. And like most of you might know, I am not a fan of high places. I can stand them, I guess, but sometimes it just becomes all a little too much for me and I basically just shut down because of the anxiety for high places. Do you guys have something like that, where you are just scared of heights? Because I noticed that I do not only have this in real life. I mean, I can be playing some game and fall from a high place and I would still get those butterflies in my stomach. That is really weird, right? I know, because I am a pretty weird guy, but I am a nice guy, so that is basically all that matters to me, right? I do not need any help. Now would you just take a look at that? I finished it. Now who is proud of me for actually completing that? Well, whoever just said me, thank you for that. But the duty calls, and you know that you should always honor the call, at least when someone is actually calling. Otherwise, you know, you can just do nothing and stay in bed. I guess that is what I would do. But right now I have to make sure that I can collect some more data for the doctor before he ends up kicking me off of the project. That would be a huge bummer, especially since I have been bashing him all of this time. So him firing me from one of his projects is not going to happen, not ever. So let's see what we are getting. I guess that the type of environment that the sim is placed in is pretty high dependent off of these results. I mean, right now we can do simulated natural disasters in a way that we cannot do it in real life. So we can basically see what would happen if a disaster like this were to strike in a specific place. Now how cool is that? That must be the coolest thing that the doc has done in like forever. Except for maybe that one time when he got me into the Pokemon game. Even though my fake parents got kidnapped. That was quite the bummer on my end. But hey, we got over that, right? To forgive is to forget, or something along those lines. I am probably saying it all wrong. So alright, this seems to be some older island type deal. I am not quite sure where this is based on, but I think that we are testing the structural failures and ancient ruins when disaster strikes. Actually, the name of the simulation is pretty catchy for a TV show like Wipeout. But now it actually is called Disaster Master. That actually really sounds like it is some primetime TV show. I think that we are good enough to be on that. If I have to be completely honest with you, I think that our production value might just be high enough for that. especially if we were able to generate some money from that. Now I am sure that I should be surviving this. Oh wait, what are we supposed to do? Wait, what am I supposed to do? I am so confused right now. I am not sure where I am supposed to go. Maybe this sewer right here. Wait, oh my god, alright, that was the right call to make, sub. Good thinking in your feet there. This all scared the living poop out of me, man. So am I just supposed to sit it out right now, or what is going on now? Wait, what is that news guy saying? Something about a new disaster happening. Well, something is telling me that I do not want to be down here to find out what that disaster is going to do. Alright, yeah, I do not want to stay here. For some reason I still do not like this. It is just a little bit too hot and roasty for me. But hey, who am I? And now there is a black hole opening in the sewers. Are you kidding me? What kind of simulation is this? This must just be some how can I kill Sub-Zero simulator, because I do not see any point to this besides trying to kill me. You know that means a lot to me. Otherwise I would not be giving you guys so much insight in my personal life. Hi, wow, that actually sounded even funnier out loud. I cannot believe how I am not on primetime TV yet with some lame stand-up comedy show. I would probably be really good at that if I have to be honest with you. But I do not think that stand-up comedy would be something for me, with all the standing up and all that stuff. I just do not think that my legs are able to take that amount of stress. So I will just chill and keep doing what I do right now, which I am also pretty good at, so that is rather convenient, is it not? But alright, back to the simulation. Since that is the reason why we are here, now aren't we? I am still not sure about what I have to do around here, but the doc basically told me to stay put and make sure that I do not die, because that might be fatal for me in real life, and you know, that would just be a bad thing to happen. At least for me that would be. Okay, so it looks like the ground should be starting to move any second now, and that means that our little testing adventure has officially started. So please tell me that everyone is ready for this video. So I would like to ask you to remain seated throughout this whole ride and to please keep your feet and arms inside of the carriage at all times. Now it is almost time for this thing to open and we can see what horrors lie behind this new bucket here. I am not yet sure of the fact what we are doing in this game mod, but I guess that we will be finding all of that out in just a second. At least that is what I am hoping. But how are you guys doing today? Are you all good? I mean, I know that I have been having a blast the last couple of weeks. And of course it is June now, so we will be getting some good weather, so that is always a great thing in my honest opinion. So let me know how the weather is doing in your city or town, because I am rather curious about the whodunits in this world that we call planet Earth. A planet, a round one, just like these sand-eating things that are chasing us around here. But I want you to learn something from today. It is never okay to just hang around on this thing. That can be really freaking dangerous, alright? So please do never do that, because I mean, those little things right here did not have much effect on the guy that was here, and I mean me. But the heights, I mean people, this thing will just wreck you. So please promise me, leave a comment in the comment section where you promise me that you will not be hanging out on these heights. Then I will promise that I will never do it again as well. It is just this time for this video. Then I am stopping and never doing it again like it is supposed to. I mean, these heights are for planes. If they were for people to walk on them, they would not have been called plane things. They would have probably just called them something like people walk things. At least something along those lines, I guess. But have I ever told you guys about this right here? You can see it on your screens right now. This is probably the scariest thing that I have ever done in my life. Just forget about the zombie thing, because this was way worse. Now before we end anything, I want to warn you to please not try anything that you have been seeing at home. Everything that I just was doing is a result from me being a total dumb butt about everything that is going on. So if you do not want to end up like me in this video, then please do not try this at home. Now we shall move on to what is actually happening in today's video. Well, as you may remember, we had some encounters with tornadoes throughout the past couple of minutes, and I was testing and fooling around with some ways to make all of that stop. Now today of course has happened, and I am sure that not a lot has happened in a good fashion, because this is just something that does not happen a lot, or at least you do not see it that often unless you are really being confronted by it. And I am usually not, so I am counting my blessings on that one. But furthermore, I think that this video has been taking long enough, because I really do not like tornadoes. So I will see all of you in the next video, and please do not forget to like and subscribe if you have not already, and then I will see you in the next video.